Well, for more on this, Francesco Rizzuto is the Dean of the School of Law at the Liverpool Hope University and joins us live from Liverpool. Francesco, thank you for your time. How has the European Commission managed to persuade Hungary to come on board, and relatively quickly at that?
Very, very quickly, just about an hour, though they stayed up late into the night, Meloni and Macron with Orban. Carrot and sticks, I think. They did, and it was leaked in the press, that if he wasn't going to play ball, they might use Article 7 to suspend Hungary's voting rights. Whether they would have done that or not, I don't know, because they would have been able to circumvent Hungary anyway, and it would have taken longer, but bilateral agreements. Of course, that's the stick. Then the carrot, look, play ball and we'll let you have your 50 billion, but on the quiet. Of course, Orban will now go back to Hungary and say, I've secured the protection of Hungarian minorities in the Ukraine. And of course, every year we'll debate it, note, not review it. We've got to be very careful. Words matter in the conclusion. So that's how they did it, basically. Was it in Hungary's interest to continue to delay? I don't think so, really. I think in the end, he had to bow to the inevitable, really. Otherwise, he really would have been in trouble. I think people are really quite fed up with him.
And Francesco, remind us why the initial resistance from some European leaders, principally, as you mentioned there, Orban, to the EU aid package for Ukraine.
I think that once Hungary lost its great ally, the PiS government in Poland, he was left isolated. Really, though the Poles, God knows why, they were opposing support because obviously they want to shore up any defense against Russia. Orban, essentially because he has certain interests in a relationship with Putin and Russia, energy, money, if you like, that there was that kind of approach. We don't really know underneath the surface whether he has a sort of let's disrupt the European Union strategy that, of course, existed in the United Kingdom with Brexit, but essentially a combination of reasons, really, but really not to upset the Russians too much, which is surprising for Hungary, really.
And Francesco, how do you think this is going to affect the US's decision, the Congress decision, because they're still holding back, aren't they?
Well, I think this is the real importance of today and why so much pressure was put on Hungary. Look, in Europe, everybody is afraid, regardless of what they say, is afraid of Trump winning the election. Many are praying that he won't be able to stand. But in the event he wins, we're seeing the consequences of a Trumpist Congress at the moment. So Europe really had to demonstrate unity, and that actually of course, it needs the United States, but that if really pushed, we can do things without the United States. And frankly, without the European Union at this point in time, Ukraine would be bankrupt in 4 months. So it's very, very important, symbolically as well as materially.
Francesco, thank you very much for your time. Francesco Rizzuto, live for us from Liverpool.